Thanks for joining us today as we talk about our Your Financial House process. At Five Plan Partners, we have a unique process that we use in having dialogue and interaction with our clients to talk about their lives because of the fact that the numbers don't always tell us the story, and so many groups out there want to discuss, hey, when are you planning to retire, and let's look at how much you can save. But the reality is it's much more than that. And the house symbolizes family, relationships, all the issues you need to be aware of as you're mapping out your financial goals and future. I am excited to have with me today, I've got Jay McGowan, Jason Hatley, and Yvette Maddox. These people represent Five Plan Partners on the financial planning side and do an incredible job. And so I wanted to have time with you not only to share with our viewers, but also from the standpoint, just let you talk about your financial house process here at Five Plan Partners. Jay, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, it's a unique process that we use that a lot of people in the industry don't use. The great part about it is when we walk through the rooms of the house, we really become friends with our clients. We understand who they are, what they want to do with their lives, what they're scared of, what they're anxious about, but also what are those goals and things that they want to take care of and make sure don't fall through the cracks. And it's not just about the numbers, like you said. It's really the numbers are the numbers are the numbers. We can always tweak and work with the numbers.
Yeah.
But what we really need to know is from every single family, every single individual, what's important to that person or that family to make sure that they hit all their goals and don't run into anything that derails them.
Yeah, well,
that.
For example, we've got the Room of Dreams in which we ask people if you could write the perfect script to your life from this point going forward, how would you write it? How many times are people interrupted or distracted and can't map that out? Yep. But tied to that, just like we have the Children's Heirs Room, we also want to ask the questions, tell us about your kids, tell us about your family. Are you helping one of your children out? Have you had a child go through a divorce and move back in with you? Have you had, from the standpoint of a special needs child that needs to be taken care of, a child that has a drug or alcohol problem, dependent parents, which is a hot topic. Yeah. All these things can tug at your retirement strategies, as we all know. So, and Jason, talk about from the standpoint your interaction as you're meeting with clients.
Well, I mean, the great thing about your financial house model is that it's a concept that everybody can relate to. It's a concept of building your house.
You would never build it without a blueprint.
That's right. Everybody can understand as we work through the rooms of the house that we're working on building those building blocks to build a sound and stable financial plan for you.
We have a renovation punch list as well. So basically what that is we go through we build the house on the front end. But then every year, at least, with all of our clients, we go through and say, okay, what's changed? So it's not like a linear process where you just build it one time, you got your plan set, and then go.
Yeah, and that's a really good point. I appreciate you saying that because there are so many groups out there that say we do financial planning, but the reality is they don't update it. They don't, as I like to say, if you want to maintain the value of a house, using that analogy, you need to clean a room, do renovations, do improvements. There needs to be constant dialogue. And at Five Plan Partners, we manage our portfolios to the plan. Yeah. And that's
and life's very not linear. It does not happen like the first. I tell people I can guarantee you one thing when I show somebody their first plan. I say, we can't make many guarantees in this industry, but I can guarantee you one thing, that this plan will change.
Right.
So it's not one of those things where it's just set it and forget it. And I think that's the beauty of the process, getting everything in one place, but then also updating it all the time, constantly.
Yeah. And we've systematized it in a way to make it easy for the clients to get their information to us. Yvette, you do an incredible job working with people to help them organize everything. We tell them all the time, you're not graded on neatness. You don't have to make copies. Just get it to us. Talk about some of the information that you ask clients to provide for us to do the plan.
Right. We are constantly reviewing all of our statements, 401k statements, tax returns. We're looking at your income, how it changes from year to year. Those changes are very important to keeping your financial blueprint updated.
Now, Yvette, I have to ask this question because interacting with people to put our plans together, they go, oh, that's, seems like a lot of information. What do you find in comments to people when they realize that you can walk them through it, that it's not as hard to pull that information together?
They feel better about the plan when they find out that we are passionate about it, that we actually care about their families. We care about, helping them to live a better, fuller, richer life. So
it may be a tweak here, some information here that makes a huge difference for them to, achieve their goals. As I like to say, if you had to choose between your money outperforming the S&P 500 or your money achieving your dreams and goals, which one would it be? And in 30 plus years, nobody's ever picked S&P 500. It's been
dreams and
the
goals,
dreams and
right.
goals.
And I know, Yvette, you see this all the time because you're on the front line of this, but when you'd be surprised how many times people are in a good financial situation, but they have no idea what their financial situation
that's so
is
true, yeah.
because it's all fragmented and spread out all over the place. So Yvette's job is to kind of get all that data and put it in one place, and you do a really good job of that. And you've probably seen by doing that, just like Greg said, the peace of mind that people get when they just see it up on screen, how we present it, and it's like, okay, now we know where we're starting from, and that's
It's a process to have really good dialogue.
Yeah, another very valuable byproduct of the Your Financial House model is that the way that it's been built is that as we walk people through the different rooms, it does become just naturally very relational. We ask the questions that you're probably not going to hear a lot of other advisors ask. It really goes deeper than just the surface of the numbers and the hard facts. We really it allows us to establish ourselves as the advisor, the hub and the wheel of all the other professions.
Sure, because really you guys are like the architects. If we're using analogies here, you're like the architects, our portfolio side of the office like the builders, and they both need each other and they need to be coordinated. Mm-hmm. And in these busy life schedules that our clients have, they don't have time to coordinate all that. And then the other point I will make is Your Financial House really complements our democratized family office model, which basically says, we will coordinate all aspects of your financial life in relation to your goals, as well as the other professionals that you're working with. Mm-hmm. So, and the dialogue is just constant like this. Yep. And I greatly appreciate all that y'all do. It's incredible. You change lives. I have people tell me that all the time. And it ties right in with the philosophy of Five Plan Partners every day to help people live better, richer, fuller lives. So on that note, we hope you've gotten some invaluable information. You need to be checking our vlogs as well as our website and attending any of our events and seminars where we provide this kind of information. After all, it is tax season for 2020, and at Five Plan Partners, we don't do taxes, but that incorporates into your plan,
absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
So our dialogue with your CPA, anybody else on that note, is very, very important. Have a great week, and we look forward to keeping you updated about Your Financial House.